Pumpkin, it's been a long while. I shouldn't have left you without a dope. I was gonna say without a dope beat, but I'm not really a rapper or a rhymer. I guess I can put some things together, but you know. Sugar Dumpling, how you doing? How you living? How you doing? How you living? Listen, Sugar Dumpling. Listen, it's your girl, Spiritual Tiik, and it's been a little minute. I started a whole segment called Unfiltered, and to be just that, unfiltered, I had to pause because I'm one of those people that didn't have the time, energy, or space to delete any things off my phone because I was just too busy. And every time I thought about it, I was like, oh my God, I need to make a YouTube. Oh my God, I need to make a YouTube. And I was like, oh my God, that means I need to filter through the phone. And it was just like, this is not about to happen until it's meant to happen. Do you understand? Let me ring the bell for the people in the back. This is not about to happen until it's meant to happen. And that's when it happens. That's what this segment of Unfiltered is going to be about, sugar. Sometimes some things don't happen in the time that you think that it's meant to happen in. So we have to trust the process and move in moment by moment. Sugar Dumpling, before I even begin, here's my disclaimer. I'm trusting the process that this video will make it through. Make it through the minutes that it needs to make it through. Wherever I end, it is going to be purposeful and intentional. Okay? For those of you who do not know me, gorgeous being, welcome to my energy. Welcome, Sugar Dumpling. I am Spiritual Tiik. I'm a holistic practitioner, an energy healer, and overall a global impact creator. I use this throat chakra to empower you to be all that you are destined to be, Sugar Dumpling. And that is me standing with you in divine white light and power, being your soul sister, your highest supporter, your cheerleader, to help you or to support you to see your divine essence so that you can live your truth. Sugar Dumpling, it ain't never been about me, it's about you. And this is why I make it do what it do. Maybe I am a rhymer. Let me stop, but let me keep going. No, for real. I enjoy all that I am, and I move with love, authenticity. Today I can't even pronounce the word. We're gonna keep that authentic too. Authenticity, right? I move in that energy because it's the only way that I know how to move. So much so that I'm smiling at y'all. My cheeks is hurting, right? As I'm making this video here in my home. But Sugar Dumplings, for real, I really had enjoyed during that 12-week challenge. That someone was like, Tiik, you need to get on YouTube, Tiik. And I was like, And then I did the 12 weeks, and then I had 2 videos that I am gonna post at some point. One of them I finally got to merge, okay? So the other one, I think there's a glitch with the video, so you guys may not see that, but that's okay. But anyway, we're here. And this segment is just all about that. It's about sometimes things do not turn out the way that you want it to be. So what do you do in situations like that? You know, some people deal with things in different ways. Actually, most people do. We don't all deal with things in the same way because we have our different life experiences. We have factors that might contribute to how we respond because how we were raised or how we can choose to live our life, etc. So basically, essentially, I want to talk to you about how to find your rhythm and balance in the chaos, because that's what it becomes, right? It becomes this sort of energetic chaos when we're trying to find our balance, when things are not going our way, right? Sometimes we get frustrated because you're like, I gotta meet this deadline. For those who are like, I'm meeting a deadline, right? But I guess the question that I have before I even get into all of that is, why is it that we put so much pressure on ourselves? Why is it that in this world that you're living in, that we are living in, because look, I didn't think that I've left the planet, the world that we're living in, why do we choose to accept certain patterns of beliefs and behaviors when we know it's not healthy for us? Take a deep breath in and let that land, right? Because there's things that you accept, and those things may not be healthy for you, which may contribute to a response when you feel like things just are not going your way, you know? Like this video, like getting back to making YouTube long forms. I had to accept, it will be what it will be, and it will happen when it's meant to be. And I'm gonna get back on there and I'm gonna tell the people them, I love you. I miss doing this. I've connected with beautiful souls and been able to pour into their ears, their heart, their mind. And yet, I'm here in divine aligned timing. But in the middle of that, I still sent a frequency of energy to any vessel that was receiving my vibration through the other videos that I had. Because I had to remember, hold on. But you got your beautiful, soul ambassador posting daily for you. People still getting the message, Tiik. And I was like, I need to be on there longer, right? Because I want you to feel the essence that I breathe, because it's in love. And this is the thing when you're going through a challenge. I want you to feel the essence that you breathe. I want you to bring up that frequency of love. Because, I just got through doing a show and the topic was about the love frequency, that 528, right? That 528 hertz, that healing vibration. And they were like, Tiik, but why do you live by that? In so many words they said that, right? And for me, it is the way of life. This is who I am. You get me in all vibrations. My siblings would be like, she's strict. With love, I put my brother in the headlock. I don't care how tall he is. That is love. I had this thing when I grew up as a kid. I'd be like, wreck your city. I'm the eldest. Don't you talk about me. Listen, all the eldest siblings, okay, we have a duty of care to ensure that our siblings feel our love in every which way. And mine happened to be when my brothers used to clean their room and I used to go, how y'all doing? And I'll just walk by and go, wreck your city. It was great for me. It was not great for them. And actually I got in trouble a few times for doing that, but it was funny to me, not to them. But it's something as adults we've been able to laugh about, because that was crazy what I chose to do. But I love my brothers with every fabric of my being. And childhood memories are just that. For those of us who had an opportunity to grow up with our siblings, right? Because I appreciate that some people may not have. But our household was loud. It was fun. And maybe in some situations a little disruptive, because I disrupted some things too. I'll own it. But they love me for it. But what am I saying to you, sugar dumplings? Because I can go on to tangents. This is why this is unfiltered and I'm not clipping or nothing, right? Because this is life. Life sometimes navigates you into multiple different directions and you have to find your way back, okay? Find your way back to who you are. I like to say remembering who you are. So when things, going back to the theme, because I created a theme, when things are in a chaotic place, okay? How do you find your rhythm and your balance, darling, okay? And for some of you, because you've been through certain situations, it might be an interesting place to navigate. So how about I talk to you about, all of you, some tools that can be universal, okay? Because here's the one question that you must ask. The first one is, am I in control? Because you may not be in control of that situation, right? Like, I was technically in control of making time to delete my content off my phone. But then again, I wasn't, because my energy needed to be in a multitude of different places. And I like to be fully present when I do things. So it might take me a little bit longer, but that was still a choice, and I get that. But in some situations, things are not in your control at all. But there's so much energy that goes into wanting it to be in your control. And you have no control. So once you establish if something's in your control, or if you're making a choice because you need to, like I gave the example with the video, then you can move forward, right? Because if it's not in your control, then it's coming back to center and telling yourself, well, I can only do what I can do, right? Because it's not gonna make the time move faster. It's not gonna bring something backwards or forward. You're gonna have to decide that if you're gonna give the energy of anxiety or stress to the dynamic that you can't control, or you're gonna come back into center and say, well, what can I control, right? And bringing yourself into that center. And I like to bring the mind in a balance through breath. And I know you might be like, oh, Tiik, here she goes. That's so cliche. Like, oh my God, she's another breath worker. Whatever people say, right? I'm gonna say that sugar dumpling, I'm exactly what I need to be for you, for those who will receive my energy and my voice, okay? But yes, sugar dumpling breath, breathe. It is life. It is life. And I encourage people to take a cycle of breath. That's what I call it. Okay, and what is that? What is that? What is that? That is 3 breaths equals a cycle. Okay, and what is the purpose of doing that, you ask, or you may have thought, some one of you. The purpose of doing that is to bring the mind and the body into a place of stillness. For some of you, it may take more than 3 breaths. For some of you, you might do it in the first breath. For some of you, might need to do 9, 12, 15, 25 breaths. You know what I mean? And listen, you will find your balance. But when you come into breath, in whatever situation dynamic that it is, in that moment when you close your eyes and you decide, I'm going to inhale, you are becoming aware of a process. You are slowing yourself down to go, I'm going to inhale. And if you decide and give yourself permission to make it a little bit more visual, you'll dive into that breath. You'll become the energy of that breath. You will hold and exhale mindfully. And you do that a couple of times. That's what you're doing. You're satisfying your nervous system, right? But you're bringing space so that you can make a clear decision about your next action. Because if you can't control something that's happened, it's not in your gift to do so until it is or it's not. We do need to take an action that's going to bring you into balance. It's something you can't control. And like I said, it's your breath. And it's giving you breath to breathe in, making space so you can make a decision about what next to do. Now, I know some of y'all think that was really easy. Yeah. The tools that I gift, the tools that other beautiful souls gift, is usually not things that you don't know. It's about what you need to do and practice consistently. You see, the things that I do in my life is a lifestyle, okay? I teach people how to live my lifestyle. I have routines, rituals, people will say. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say rituals. I might start scaring people away. Listen. Everything is a ritual or routine, okay? R&R. But that it is true. How you get out the bed, how you brush your teeth, what you do in between, blah, blah, blah. The list goes on. You have patterns of behavior. Maybe that's softer. Patterns of behavior that make you be what you are. And so breath, breathing, stillness, mindfulness supports me to be able to hold a whole lot of containers, including my own. And people say, oh my God, you must be exhausted, girl, because, you be like working, you be doing. I'm not holding other people's energy on the level that it is, impacting my well-being. No, sugar. I transmute that energy. And that's what I'm teaching you to do when things are not in your control. When situations may glitch and you may not know what to do, when the energy is rising in the body and it's increasing and the adrenaline is pushing in ways, and now, shoulders is up, fight or flight and play. Oh, sugar, just breathe. Like Nike says, just do it, just breathe. Just breathe. Because breath is going to slow you down. Breath is going to show you how to regulate, right? Or it's going to support your regulation. And I know it sounds simple, and I know it sounds like a cliche, but it's not a cliche. It's real. It's authentic. It's the truth. And what that does is give you that space. And then you can ask that question. Okay, what is the next action for me? What should I do next? That's how you're going to get to where you need to be. That's when I say take it one moment at a time. Those are the things that I mean. Literally. Close the eyes. That's a moment. Become aware of the nostrils. That's a moment. Become aware of the lower abdomen. That's a moment. Now inhale. Expanding the abdomen and hold. Those are moments. And then exhale. And just in that moment, I felt like I wanted to dive in a portal. Because those moments bring me calm. And sugar dumpling, they can work for many of you too. And I say the word many because some people say to me, oh, meditation doesn't work for me, Tiik. But there's different styles or things you can do to keep you into a meditative state that you will discover. But sometimes you got to go look and dive into things that may work for you. Equally, I want to share something with y'all before I let this segment go, because I'm 14 minutes in. Yeah. And my video hasn't stopped, so I'm excited. But this little vial is very special to me. It is my aura elixir. Oh, Spiritual Tiik Aura Elixir in the building. What is an aura elixir? It's personal. Essentially, in this little 10 ml vial, y'all can't smell it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Maybe somebody will say they can smell it through the screen. You know, some of y'all super hypersensitive people. My prayers is going in here. Prayers of love and light. That's the essential ingredient. I know there's other ingredients, but no. Maya Shay. Life force energy channeled into this. Why? Because every beautiful soul that has this vow, I trust that it brings into a balanced and grounded state. So I was talking to you about breath, but people who have received this from me, when they put this in the palm of their hand and they hold it away and they inhale and they exhale, there's something that happens. My intention was for them to ground. I share it with you because Spirit told me to do. I didn't intend to do it. This is unfiltered. But it's something that is personal to me. And no, I don't have it on mass production or anything like that because I make it by hand, by batch. It gets channeled into my copper pyramid, the ingredients, and then I pray, wrapped in all white, because it's important to me that the vessel that it gets it and arrives, that they can feel my energy, my love that I want to support to reduce whatever heightened state of being they're in, to bring them into grounding. And so far, every beautiful soul that's been having in possession have felt that way. So I'm full of gratitude. But anyway, I share it with you because not that I'm trying to encourage you to go and get something, because I'm not. I don't work like that. What I'm saying is you need to find a tool or something that supports you on your journey, right? And there's many things out there to do that when things don't work out our way. You're going to get into that toolbox. You're going to do the breath. I am inviting you to do the breath though. But you might have another way that brings you into the calm to where you can make a space to create and get clear, right? Not get into the energy emotion that causes us to stress. So, sugar dumplings. I started one way and I'm ending another. But you know it's all good because this is what? Unfiltered. I do what I want to do. I say what I want to say. That's right. Because I am Spiritual Tiik and I have a ball with myself until y'all get this and I can interact in the comments. But before you go, before you leave me, because I'm just more excited that my phone is still recording. And no, I'm not going to get a new phone for y'all that want to tell me I should go and get one. No, I'm one of these old school. I barely updated this phone. I do what I want to do when I want to do it, sugar. Anyway, what I would like to leave you beautiful souls with is breath. Can we clear out our minds? Yeah, I think I might actually invite that to every ending of Unfiltered because that feels right for me. I'm going to encourage you to do something. Then I should do it with you. Okay? So, beautiful soul, go ahead. And if you can sit down with your feet flat on the floor, excellent. If that's not in your gift to do so, if you want to lay back, because that's in your gift, do that. But if you're driving, don't listen to this part. Or you can listen, but don't try to do it, right? But for those of you that can, I invite you to close your eyes. Turn your palms up, facing up, and let them rest on your thighs. Or if you're laying on your back, just let them rest on the floor. As you close your eyes, beautiful soul, I want you to go within. I want you to feel the energy in your body. And I want you to be in there from the role of the observer. And I'm going to count to 3, sugar dumpling, and we're going to take a cycle of breath together. And that's how I'm going to end this segment. And I want you just to breathe in what you can. Hold and exhale at your pace, even though I'm going to count it through. This is still all about you, darling. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale. Divine white light and healing energy. And hold that vibration, gorgeous. And now, exhale. Release and let go. Becoming aware of the full body, making space and clearing the lane. As you inhale, divine white light and healing energy, open up your mind, your body to receive. As you exhale, releasing and letting go any tension or stress that may be in the body, gorgeous soul. Relax the mind, relax the body. And on this third breath, let's go a little bit deeper. Inhale for 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 2, 3, 4. And beautiful soul, exhale for 2, 3, 4. Relax the mind. Relax the body. Give yourself permission to be. Receive that energy. May you have a beautiful, blessed week. And remember, what is in your control is your breath. Make space to clear the energy. I believe in you. Take it one moment at a time. Ashayo.